It's very difficult to see some of our leaders going around America, Europe, Canada, Australia, China, demarketing our country. When we're busy looking for investment to pull up the country, people are busy going to tell everybody in Nigeria that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Sure. But how do we bring the people up? We must lift our Nigerians up. The policies of President Ahmed Tinubu is going to work, and it's working. But the problem is that it's not trickling down. It's the trickling down effect is what is after, and that is why we need continuous investment.
It's a season of fake outrage by APC politicians, and Kalu has joined the fray. What did P2B actually say? Let's get serious. He never demarketed Nigeria. He never said Nigeria is not an investment destination. He never told any company or the world, please don't invest in Nigeria. No, he never said that. He just made a comparison between Nigeria, China, Vietnam, and all other Asian countries, comparing where they were in 1990, Nigeria was ahead of them, and where Nigeria is currently, and they are all ahead of Nigeria. What's demarketing in that? Has Tinubu attracted any foreign investment in Nigeria? Absolutely not. In fact, multinationals in Nigeria, his policies caused them to leave Nigeria, causing massive unemployment for the workers they employed. So what actually are these people doing? All this energy they are wasting trying to rile people or trying to bring down the person of P2B, why not use this and advise the people in power? Yes, you are part of APC, you are close to Tinubu, advising what to do. You also accepted that it has not trickled down, that all his failed policies are not trickling down. So you accept that it is a failed policy. Yes, people are suffering as a result, and you want Nigerians not to talk about what is happening in their country. You don't want people to criticize you. Anything anyone says, you people see it as demarketing Nigeria. What can be more demarketing than the character of Tinubu himself? Is Kalu aware that the FBI, DEA, IRS, State Department and other US agencies are going to release their files on Tinubu on May 2nd? Is he aware of that? This time, unredacted copies of these files are going to be released, which will show the world how Tinubu conducted affairs when he was living in Chicago in United States, how he laundered drug money, how he conducted all his dubious affairs in the US. Is that not demarketing Nigeria? How? How do you fail to see this one? But when someone complains or says facts, these same facts are known. They are published by IMF, World Bank and other agencies. How can you say that this one is demarketing when the person that is supposed to be the chief marketer is demarketing Nigeria everywhere? Are we going to talk about the Senate, which Kalu is part of? Where was its voice when allegations were made, sexual harassment allegations against Senator Natasha Akpotudwanga? When she made that allegation on the Senate floor, where was its voice? Where was its voice demanding for due process? And due process means that Akpabio must step aside so that an independent investigation can be conducted. But everything was swept aside. They even suspended the lady from the Senate for 6 months. Where was his voice? Even Kalu that is here, forming holier than thou, his being in the Senate is already a demarketing of Nigeria. Someone that was charged by EFCC and he was sent to prison, but somehow the court freed him, and now EFCC is talking about charging him again. He should not be in the Senate. How can such characters be in the Senate? It's a demarketing of Nigeria. Yes, what will outsiders say? That people of questionable character are senators and House of Rep members, they are governors, they are everything in politics. Is that not a demarketing of Nigeria's image? If you truly love Nigeria like you people always claim, why not resign from the Senate to clear your name? Yes, submit yourself to a new trial. Request from the court that you want the trial to be fast-tracked so that you can clear your name and prove your innocence. That is how an innocent man behaves. You will be in a hurry to clear your name because you care about your name, not looking for corners, shortcuts to stop the trial. Yes, that's what he did. Someone that decamped to APC so that his trial will go away. At the end of the day, EFCC is still insisting that they must charge him to court. All of them, nearly all the decampees from PDP to APC, They all decamped so that their crimes will go away. Look at Akpabio, someone that was charged by EFCC as far as 2015 or was it 2016. They said he stole or misappropriated billions of naira when he was still the governor of Akwa Ibom State. Immediately it decamped. EFCC no longer talks about the charges against him. Is it Okowa, who just decamped the other day? He's here on national TV trying to convince anyone that it wasn't because of his trial that he decamped to APC. A lot of issues. They think Nigerians are not smart. Nigerians are smart people. They can distinguish between good and bad. And Udom Emmanuel, Akpabio's successor, is next to decamp. Yes, with the governor of Akwa Ibom State. They are all decamping to APC just so that their crimes will go away. No one is deceived. Even people from Niger Delta are aware of what is going on. So they are going on national television trying to say otherwise. They are only deceiving themselves. Nigerians are aware that politicians are the chief demarketers of Nigeria. When they shamelessly conduct themselves with all their impunities, with all their arrogance, they don't care about Nigeria's image. But once an opposition figure says something, points out what they are doing wrong, they start their fake outrage. Besides, what P2B said wasn't a direct reference to Tinubu. Was he in power since 1990? No, he was just pointing out the decay that over the years, the past 35 years, that we've had bad leadership that couldn't focus on lifting the country. That's why other countries that were ahead of by 1990 are now ahead of us, which is very simple to understand. Now, let's see how the international press sees us. Not that what the ABC anchor said is entirely true. No, it's not. It's just that they don't think that we are worth it. That's why they don't cover us. Yes, in their news coverage, Nigeria hardly features. And when we feature, it's always in the negative.
Mark Zuckerberg came to Nigeria this year, 2025, and once again, he saw their greatest problem, electricity power failure. And while he was with Colonel Afolayan, a filmmaker, the power suddenly went off. Mark Zuckerberg was so shocked because he had never been in a country where there is a lack of electricity. At first, he was afraid, thinking that Nigerian Yahoo boys wanted to kidnap him because he has always banned their Facebook accounts whenever they tried to use it for fraud. So here's the proof of the video.
We couldn't afford to use the mainstream television or radio in the UK, but everybody was on Facebook, at that time, and this really, helped. And this is Nigeria. This is,
that's part of it.
Nigeria is a very great country with so many talented people who, if brought together, can make the country great. But the level of corruption in the government is now causing these talented citizens to lose hope, and it pushes them into fraud. Nigeria must understand that these citizens are only trying to survive by all means. We therefore advise Nigeria to work on their electricity. Nigeria should fix their electricity, making it 24 hours in all states to take the country out of darkness.
A foreign news media is calling out Nigerian government to fix electricity for Nigerians so that factories and companies can employ Nigerian youths. He sort of excused the fact that many boys are doing Yahoo, that if there was 24-hour electricity, they would have been employed elsewhere instead of doing Yahoo, and no one is doing anything about it. All the government media agencies, all their SSS media, and all the people that defend them, they are pretending not to have seen this news. Yes, but when a Nigerian who has the right to criticize the government says anything, they all start their fake outrage. So these are the issues. You see Nigerian government adverts on foreign news media, but instead of wasting that money on placing ads, why not use that money and tell them, okay, please report this news for us, try to make it positive. A spokesperson of the government can even appear on the international news media periodically, to explain things. This is how you present a better image of your country. Not placing meaningless ads where they shout, we are doing this, we are doing that. This is complete waste of money. And for those who want to hear the remainder of what Orji Kalu said in that video, let's hear him.
Without stop. This is why we're all over everywhere to bring new investment back to Nigeria, so that people can see work, hunger will go, and things will work. I know it's all over the world, it's difficult, but let our leaders come together. We are one family. Tinubu is not the owner of this country. He's just our president, which he will go. Buhari is already in Daura from Kaduna. Tinubu will one day, after 8 years or so, what they be in Lagos, and nobody calls his name. So let us stop demarketing our country. Let us as family come together and work on our economic policies. The essence of opposition is to do the correct things and tell us what is wrong, how we can better the life of the people you want to govern. If it's this way that opposition will be, it means they have nothing to offer Nigeria. We will not have anything from anybody. I'm not a frivolous man. I don't live in politics. I don't play politics. I bring new investments that Nigerian people can have jobs, and people of our country will be committed to it. So I prefer leaders who are speaking the truth to the world than try to malign the country. It's not the right thing to do. Can we change our hearts? Work for the betterment of Nigerian people. Whether you are anybody, let us work the betterment of Nigerian people. The betterment is what we need. Whether we are right or wrong, let Nigerian people be lifted up. That is my own vein of contention. And anybody who do not want to do this is plugging our country into a problem. Can we please rise and work for more investment to the country? Continuous investment. China was once in this position we are today. Vietnam was once in this position. We can overcome, and we will overcome. Because subsidy is a problem all over the world. You can only do food subsidy. You cannot continue subsidizing everything. Since 1960, this is the first time we are trying to tell goodbye to subsidy. Let everybody work on a real economy, and let us see the chaff and the grass. Goodbye.